Who's the most popular leader? Which way is the contest for 2019 going? Who would emerge as the strongest leader if polls were to be held in India at this moment? And which way is Rahul Gandhi's Congress going? All of those questions answered over the last 72 hours in an online poll, the biggest ever. And joining me this evening is Nalin Mehta, Executive Editor of Times of India Online, who has done this poll, who's been instrumental in doing this poll over the last 72 hours, 9 languages, over 10 lakh respondents. Nalin, what was the methodology adopted for this polls, and how did you conduct this biggest survey so far on India's mood at this moment?
So Navika, this is, as you pointed out, this is an online-only poll. Everything here was conducted online over 72 hours across 10 media properties of the Times Group in 9 languages, English, Hindi, and 7 other regional languages. What we did was we divided about 16 or 17 questions into 3 separate parts, and they were put out for 24 hours each. What we were very careful about to avoid political parties skewing the sample through bots and through trolls and so on was that viewers could not see the responses to the poll after they voted, which is what we normally do in our previous polls. We masked that, we geotagged all the responses, and now these responses are now being put out. We've received over 6.5 lakh responses over 72 hours. That's more than 500,000 responses, and the results are there on this channel.
Well, what's important to know that these involve responses in 7 different languages other than English and Hindi, also involving Bengali, Marathi, Gujarati, Telugu, Malayalam, Tamil, all these languages coming in responding. So it's not just the Hindi heartland where the BJP is strong, but it takes a look at other regions in the country. But which way?
Just to add a point, Navika, on the methodology, typically people always say that the internet is skewed towards the right, towards BJP voters and so on, because of the sample size, because of the languages as you pointed out, and also because of the fact that the internet is now increasingly becoming more and more penetrating more and more of India, roughly around 60% of urban India, roughly around 25% of rural India. So in that sense, this gives you a dipstick sense of the mood in urban India at the moment.
Well, urban India including towns, B-grade towns, small towns, wherever people are a click away from the questions that were asked. But let's cut the suspense. Let's go to the questions, because the questions hold the survey. And the first question, joining me this evening, Anand Narasimhan, Senior Editor, my colleague, sitting up there with the big question. Anand, how's it going? Is it a Modi wave? You've come back from Ahmedabad. Green all around you, but it's saffron in Himachal and Gujarat, if the exit polls are anything to go by.
Exit polls and the opinion polls, Navika, but let's start with Rahul Gandhi. Let's start with the person who's trying to be on the rise, whose coronation is scheduled for tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, we'll see, depending upon how the Congress leaders keep their time. But the first question is to be, his elevation, does that make the Congress party an alternative to Narendra Modi in 2019 and the Narendra Modi and the BJP in 2019? Well, the answers are right here. 21% feel yes, 74% feel no, and 5% can't say. So 74 and 5, the can't says are still on the fence, and we would say negative in terms of the opinion, 79%. So it's a huge ask in less than a year and a half for Rahul Gandhi.
So 79% of the people actually feel, that's the big takeaway, Rahul still not seen as a credible alternative to Modi. That's the big takeaway from question number 1. Also coming up, Anand, question number 2.
Yes, is he establishing a connect with the voter? Is his recent surge and the amount of active campaigning and the speeches and the direct attacks at Narendra Modi and BJP and the straight questions, 14 questions of them that he put out, is it making a dent and an impact? This number is more than the confidence they have in the Congress party. We have to give that to Rahul Gandhi. He's making a dent, perhaps creating an impression, 37%, but still 51 and 12. So the confidence is lacking. The voter is still not convinced. The majority is still not convinced about Rahul Gandhi's ability, and he's still not connecting. He's still not a draw. Hardik Patel was drawing more crowds in Gujarat than Rahul Gandhi was.
Okay.
That's a reality.
The big takeaway coming in from this, Rahul showing promise, but needs to be a 24/7 politician, which he clearly isn't at the moment. Going back to Anand. Question number 3 tonight. Anand.
Well, question number 3, Navika, has to be, is there an alternative within the Congress party that you would like, beyond the Gandhis, beyond Rahul Gandhi? And look at the numbers. The numbers are spread across. The numbers are 33% that they would want to see an option beyond Rahul Gandhi. 40% say no, we don't want to look at an option and we won't vote for the Congress if it was somebody other than Rahul Gandhi. But look at 27% who can't say. So if we look at it here, this number, perhaps the Congress party should look beyond Rahul Gandhi within itself. The top 3 questions on Rahul Gandhi, Navika.
That's right. In fact, the Congress would do better without a Gandhi, Shehzad. That's something that you've raised within the party, and that's something I'll come back to you on, because nearly 34% of the people who say yes, they should look beyond Rahul Gandhi, and another 27% who say can't say. So that's the overwhelming majority.
All I can say is that on 18th you'll hear Gujarat's Man Ki Baat, but on your poll we are seeing Congress Man Ki Baat.
Okay, next question coming across to you, Anand, again.
3 sawal Rahul pe, to Navika, we have to have questions on Narendra Modi and the BJP. So we said let's work the reverse way and said, we asked this question in terms of Times of India asking this question, will you vote for the BJP if Modi was not the leader? So is there a prime ministerial option within the BJP beyond Narendra Modi, or a leadership option? And look at the number, 48% would still vote for the BJP. So the constituency is not just because of Narendra Modi as its prime minister, but also because BJP as a party. So the leaders and the depth in the party is evident in terms of the response here. 31% say no. So look at the ability and the amount and the pull that the prime minister has, and 21% say can't say. So if I were to say, still about 52% is in favor of the prime minister or Narendra Modi being the tallest and the strongest leader as soon as these numbers. But what's your takeaway?
Well, the takeaway is that BJP does have a core constituency, but the party does need brand Modi, because without brand Modi, it loses out on 52% of the constituency. But now we are getting to the big 2 questions. The big 2 questions of who is the most popular leader? Going across to Anand once again. Anand, question number 5 tonight.
Yes, question number 5 is, who will you vote for in the current scenario if elections were to be held today? This is a question that everybody is top of mind. And who would you look at? Narendra Modi, Rahul Gandhi, or somebody else? Is there another option beyond these 2 right now in the political scenario? We kept it to these people and say others, somebody else. But this number is so skewed to the Prime Minister that the exit polls should stand true come result day, Navika.
79% of the people feel that Modi is the next, is the prime ministerial candidate if elections were to be held today, and only 17% feel Rahul Gandhi could get there. The big takeaway, Modi magic ensures there's just no competition in sight. So if elections are held today, Modi wins hands down. The big question for 2019, going across to Anand again. What happens in 2019, Anand, from here on?
जो आज है वो 1.5 साल बाद भी है. That's the reality. Look at the number. It just mirrors if general elections were to be held today, and if it were to be held in 2019, the numbers are the same. It is the Prime Minister and a Modi-led government that stands tall, towering over the rest of the competition. 21% are close to the others in terms of Rahul Gandhi and the others. 79% in favor of the Prime Minister continuing to lead the BJP. So unless Prime Minister Narendra Modi does something, Navika, it is Modi versus Modi.
Well, that's right. The stakes are for Modi versus Modi in 2019. Thank you very much, Anand, for taking us through those big questions, the questions we put out for polling. And it's very clear, 79% popularity rating 3.5 years into his government. Was it disenchantment with the Modi government that the Congress and Rahul Gandhi was talking about?